Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Ben's Brick Designs. I'm Ben. Good morning, Brad. Thank you for being here. We are doing the globe today. I don't know if I'm going to need to move this a little lower in. This is an AT-AT bag. Hope everybody's having a good day. And let's see if we can lower this. I don't think we're going to get that big. Yeah, hope your Sunday's going well. Hope you got lots planned this weekend. So yeah, we got the stand finished. The stand got done last time. This pretty nice looking base. Very sturdy. It's got the wheels on the bottom, so you can, my guess is so it doesn't move. You can see I'm shaking the table, but the stand's not going anywhere. So you can spin the globe, right? This is super distracting, so I'm going to get rid of that. I cannot respond textually in chat. It's going well, Brad. Thank you for being here, and thank you for asking. How are you? So if you have a question, I will try to answer it in verbally because I can't chat from OBS. It's really weird. I kind of miss the restream stuff, but we'll figure some new things out. Got a ticker down at the bottom, trying new things in OBS. So if you have any suggestions about what you'd like to see, I think we had mentioned maybe having a chat thing up on the screen. So I'll try to figure that out too, in case anybody's using theater mode or whatever, but I have a feeling they're not. But this will be the same between, I'm going to just try to use OBS as much as possible. So, all right, so bag 5 of the globe. I think that's all. That's 15, 8, 7, 6, 5, 6. So unlike the AT-AT, these are all one bag. You put a motor on yours? Did you start it up and it like went immediately into 5th gear? I mean, the globe spins at 1,000 miles an hour. I don't understand why mine couldn't do that. Is that right? 24,000 mile circumference of the Earth. 26,000. And it rotates in a day, so 24 hours. 1,000 miles an hour. That seems really slow. I mean, I think planes can almost do that. They go 500 miles an hour. Commercial planes. Oh, nice. You got to really you got to downshift that or down gear that a little. I know Josh Build Stuff had that video where he spun that one globe that he had, not this one, but just like a little regular globe. And it kept going, and that was a really good video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. 1x5s. I ordered a bunch of these from Lug Bulk. That's going to be a game changer. Meanwhile, all my 1x2s and 1x3s are looking at me like, we served you so well for so long. How dare you betray us? I know, but who's your God now? Where's your God now? Speaking of gods, I'm about 5 or 6 hours into Forbidden West. Also, these 1x1 axle bricks in orange. Nice. And I'm having a lot of fun. I wish I could just play it solidly until I'm done. Just like sit there and just play the whole game. But sadly, there's stuff to do. Rearrange your drawers just to fit it. The 1x5. Actually, how many did I order? I'm filling out my order form right now. I'm only up to about $108. Or no, 176. No, 108. I've got 108 left. Yeah, I've got 108 left. Ordered a bunch of those shafts, those like lipstick looking bar shafts. In the third hour. So have you actually gotten to the Forbidden West yet? Or are you still in Chain Scrape? Like, I like how they do that. It's kind of like a prequel to the game, but the prequel is like 2-3 hours. And you're saying goodbye to all your old friends, and it's kind of like a refresher course on how the game's played. It's pretty cool. There's a lot of talk about it, and there's a lot of people who are like, I never played the first one, but everybody's talking so much about this one that I should play it. I'm like, honestly, if the talk about how good the game was initially didn't get you to play it, and you're going to play it now because there's a sequel, I don't know, you may not like it. And I would honestly go back and play the first one first before you do this one. I'm on my way over to the west. Okay, so you've gotten out of Chain Scrape and you're in Baron's Light. I'm trying to think of how far I want to talk about stuff, but... They're making you put this in the tubes instead of the spaces in between the tubes. Sweet. Yeah, there's a scene coming up after you get out of Baron's Light and past that gate. That's real good. Pushes the story really well. I'm kind of just past that, but maybe about an hour past that. It's fun. And I'm playing it, and I wish I could play it with the... I want to go back and play it again, but I want to play it somehow with the eyes of someone who's never played it before, just to relive how cool it is. Because I was just blown away by it. Initially. Oh, you know what? Didn't say that I was going live on Twitter. I don't know why I bother announcing it, but yeah, the graphics are great. The story's awesome. Oh, dang. With some Lego building a globe. Come say hi. Fall live stream, YouTube, small streamer, Lego streamer, world, brick building. Don't have an image to go with this because I deleted all my images. Trying to save space. Do we do another one? Is that what we're doing? Okay. Yeah, it's just such a... Yeah, I wish I had a PS5 at this point, too. Russian bot. Hi, Russian bot. Glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same without you. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm like, every little hour of downtime in between other things going on, I'm like, yep, fire the PS4 up. Let's get this go. Let's get this on the go, as they say in Newfoundland. Get it on the go. I think it's an Irish phrase too. Oh, you deleted it, but it's prestige. I like how there's this whole page of directions to do a thing, and then the same amount of directions done over here as a call out. You could have saved some some space by doing all of it as a call out. But you know, you do you. Oops. No, that's fine. I don't care. Thank you for doing that, though. Thanks for being vigilant. Mod person. We need to get some more people in here. We need to get some more chatting going on. Times 6. Oh, goodness. Okay. Was there supposed to be a times something on the other one? I didn't think so. Nope. Okay, that's going to attach. So, times 6. Okay. And this is the same thing. Attach in the holes. Hey. Okay, so let's try to do this 6 at a time, shall we? 6. 6. This will go pretty quick, I think. Hey, get ready to have a lot of times 6. Yeah, I have a feeling there's going to be... most spheres and cones and domes and stuff are like done in leaves, like petals of a flower. So there's going to be a lot of repeated hinging and stuff. I'm okay with that. So after the stream today, I'm going to probably play a little more Forbidden West, and then I'm going to go paint some TIFO stuff for the Austin FC. You'll have the panels memorized by the end of the build. Cool. There's so many 1x5s. Like, we went from not having any 1x5s to here's a set with 50 1x5s in it. Thanks, yo. That's what I needed. This guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. Yeah, this is really great. So, a TIFO is the phrase they used when it's an Italian phrase stemming from something else, meaning like fervor, so a fandom, basically. And it's kind of the feeling that you get as a football fan, soccer fan, of just being like really involved and swept up in a movement of some kind, in a moment. That's 6, but I know I have one extra out here, so I'm a little worried. Okay, anyway. So they have these big signs that they paint. And by big, I mean they're like building-sized tarps that are painted by hand. and then hoisted at the beginning of games or at half times of games. And the community comes together, the supporter community comes together and helps paint these things. So it's like a big empty warehouse or office, like the bottom floor of an office that they spread these out in, and then you just show up and you have a 2-hour slot, and they give you a paintbrush and a cup of paint, and they go, okay, it's all paint by number. So over here is DG for dark gray and G for green, or GRN for green, or BL for black, that kind of thing. Very basic. And you just kind of go to town, and it's 2 hours, and you can do 2-hour blocks. If you want to do more, that's fine, but they try to limit it to 2 hours at a time, because otherwise you get a little burnt out. But you can come back every time they have openings and just sit there and paint for 2 hours, and it's really lovely. And then you have the kind of the pride of when they hoist those things, you can look up at a little part and go, I painted that part, But I mean, these things are like the size of, not football fields, but they're really big. So it's fun. 5, 6. And then a friend is having a fundraiser at Growler after that for her Special Olympics team. So they can go to New York. Forget where it is, where they're going, but they're going. But after, we went out last night too to do a parent meeting, and I'm like, I don't think I can do that 2 days in a row. So stop by, get a beverage, and then, well, that's dumb. Gotta make it so you can get to the hole. Then come home, make dinner, and play more Horizon Zero Dawn, and then got tomorrow off. So excited. Probably spend most of that cleaning because this house is a wreck. Wrong. I have to be careful though, because I know I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put this together wrong 6 times. I have a feeling it's not very forgiving though. Extra one of these, but I don't have enough of these. All right, so before I go any further, don't see any in there. All right, that's just this one. Okay. Times 6. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have one more of these and one more of these. I have 2 more of these. But not another one of these gray ones in the middle. Oh wait, times 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so these are extra. That's something else. Whew. have to take those apart. Crazy pants. Why does it feel like I'm running out of stuff? Going to IKEA tomorrow to get new tables for my Lego room. Man, so I had a disaster the other day. I've got this tower of like bins, those big white like Sterilite, but they're the big ones, right? They're like the big ones, big drawers, and it's a stack. So there's like an empty space at the bottom, and then there's a bunch of drawers. One is fine. The tops kind of collapse because they're old. I picked them up at like a garage sale. And the drawers are really hard to get in and out. The other one, like the front legs are kind of buckling. So the whole thing leans. And I was trying to put... And then I had a bunch of smaller Sterilite drawers full of tiles on top of one of them. And I was trying to clean those up. And I like turned back and like one of them just went dump. Like the whole thing, the little 3x3 cube of tiles just went all over the floor. So I had to sweep, which means I swept up everything that was on the floor too. And then I had to resort, and it was gross. But I mean, I want to get, this is the I want to always resorting madness that is this room, but it's like, this is such a hodgepodge of things that I've collected that can be used as storage in the last 20 years. I've got like a dish hutch in which I have Arco bins and plastic bags. And then next to that is IKEA drawers that are like those wire basket drawers. And in the baskets are like plastic inserts with the cubbies in them. Those are great, but there's no lid, so they collect dust, but they're really easy to get into and out of. And they have a nice flat surface, so I can put more things on top. So I've got two of those with two things on top. I've got like an art, like a red art drawer or tool drawer box that has some stuff in it. And then the rest are bags of stuff or big, medium to small Sterilite 3-drawer stuff, kind of just stacked all over the place. And then I do have some medical slide drawers that are very useful, but they're kind of hard to see through because they got stickers on the front. I can't really see what's in them. They were donated to me by a friend. Okay, so like this and like this. 3 on one side, 2 on another. Is that what I'm saying? Three on one side. Oh, 3 on the other. Okay. Durr. So I'd like to get it because I know I just keep watching other people's videos where they've got just a big wall of like those IKEA 3-drawer or cube like bookshelves, and in each one is like a perfect little 3-drawer Sterilite thing. All right, so there we go. That's about how big things are gonna get. So then there's one more times 2. Okay. Did that. All ready to go. All ready to go. Oh, and then I got a different thing. Yeah, I'm trying to make it so it's, but even over the course of years, the style of the Sterilite will change, and they kind of are no longer stackable. And the Arco open bins, like for nuts and bolts and things, those are great, but they collect dust, so you have to put them in something else. So that is kind of a problem. But times 2. Okay. All right, let's see if I can do this without looking at it. So I've got this, and then 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 on the other one I've got this, 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 and then I've got this, and then that. Cool. Well, and I've got the old school like open front. They're just like a bucket, right? So they're like this big or this big, and they're kind of long, right? And they kind of slope. So it's just like, it looks like the things you could kind of hang on a back. Like I think there's a back thing that you can just kind of put it on a pegboard. And so they're all inside of a thing, so they don't get dusty. Okay, and then this goes on that. This goes on this. I've got all these guys left. For what? Oh. Yeah, I'd rather have little drawers. I'd rather have stuff that closes. So I'm in the process of trying to get everything out of these Arco bins and into a drawer. But I also feel like some of the stuff is like, I don't really use this a whole lot. So I'm going to leave it alone because it's in a thing and I can kind of not be bothered by it. Kind of sits in the back, unused, not getting dusty because it's in a thing. And the drawers, I'd like kind of out in the world a little more. And if they're more useful, like I use a lot of them, like tiles or things like that. Bless you. You're fine. All right, bag 6. Gonna do the other side. Is this a repeat? This is the exact same thing. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, these are, I'm gonna try to walk over and show you what I got. Before I dump stuff everywhere so you can see. So these are the bins that I have, and these are the 3 sizes. So they're just like, they've got these hooks on the back right there, so they can go on like slats, right? And you can just kind of have them out. Now this would be cool if I had a board that I could put these on and like wall mount them. So like antennas, sticks, bars, things like that. This hardly gets used anymore. These brackets are oddly too big in some cases, unless I'm doing something really big. And then littler stuff. So I kind of have a bunch of each. They don't really stack very well though. I can stack them. The little ones stack a little better. But these would be great if I could put them on a board. But then you'd still have to cover them somehow. Maybe they make covers. I don't know. These are mostly used for like parts. Like nuts and bolts that you don't care if they get dusty. But these, if I don't keep them in a thing, they'll get very dusty. So But I'm trying to phase those out. It's good to have like a lifelong project. It's like I'm never going to be done with that. I'm never not going to be forever sorting. Says the shirt. Let's see if we can see this shirt. Forever sorting. Oh, my dog is going crazy in there. Is she playing with something? Got her little squeak going. All right, so this is going to be the same thing for one. And we'll do yellow. Should go pretty quick if this is all we're doing for a while. So, this. I mean, those are good. Don't get me wrong. They do what they're supposed to. They hold stuff. Okay, so do that last. Ooh, we're introducing new pieces this one. I may want to pay attention. Got some cones here. What's up, Kodiak? How's it going? Thanks for being here, man. Happy Sunday. So we're talking about sorting, which is a favorite topic amongst AFOLs. So the question that we have to you is what kind of, not really sorting method, because everybody should be doing by part and not by color, but what kind of stuff do you put all your sorts in? Nope, I didn't need that. I just need this. I've got mine in medical drawers and Arco bins and Sterilite drawers. My minifigures are all just out on a table right now. I need to figure out something to do with those guys too. Because I worked a little bit on separating, like, these are Star Wars figures, these are Star Wars figure parts, these are city figures, these are Lord of the Rings figures, these are cities, space, that kind of thing. Let's see what's different about this. Okay, at the end, got it. But I only have like one drawer set aside for figures, so I've just kind of left them out on a table where I can kind of see everything. But I kind of want to reclaim that table for building instead of just having all my figures hanging out there. I do by part, but if I have a lot of one color and a part in color. Same. I believe the needs of the sorting are separated based off the type of the builder who's sorting. True. Yeah, if you're a little kid and you're like, I need a blue brick. You're like, okay, well, here's blue. Here's all the blue. Which I never appreciated until I specifically ordered a lot of purple from a place. Should go the same direction. And I'm like very happy that they had all that purple. Because I just ordered a bag of purple. That's kind of what mine were for a while, Brad. I was like, well, these are all Star Wars figures, and I'm gonna use these. These are gonna be the ones I use, because I'm doing all kinds of Star Wars sets, and I'm gonna need access to this. But then it's like every once in a while I'll get a build challenge from the lug, and it's like, man, I wish I just had like a lady. I wish I just had a guy with a hat, you know? It's like everything has to be Obi-Wan Kenobi over here. Well, here's Anakin at a coffee shop, and here's a droid pulling a chicken down the street. You know, it's just five. Trying to think of what else, because I'm trying to get some stuff to ask for social media stuff for Brick Rodeo, and I don't think I want to ask how do you sort, because as a fellow lugmate told me, he's like, what are you going to ask? If you sort by, do you sort by piece type, or do you sort wrong? So I was like, okay, fair enough. He's like, yeah, sorting questions are always kind of like the religion and politics of the Lego world. It's like you can't really tell people how to sort, but at the same time, everyone's very opinionated about it. See, I'm wondering if I need to take all mine apart except for like this, the Star Wars and the space ones. Although it doesn't really matter. Space ones are all yellow heads and they all have the same torsos and whatever. So I'm tempted just to throw them all back into... I've got a bunch of big bags. I'm tempted to throw them all into bags again and just put them back in that drawer. But I'm like, maybe could I use the drawer for something else? I don't really have a need for any like space right now. There's some drawers that are getting a little unwieldy that they need to be rehomed, but they're next to... The problem I'm running into is like they're sort of organized in a theme, like tiles go in this general area and slopes go over here and plates go in this stack of drawers. Minifig accessories are over here. These, you know, this is kind of the hinge area and the bracket area. And I'm worried that if like one drawer, just because it gets more full than the others, it's like the 2x2 round brick section is getting very full, but I don't know where else to put it, because if I move it out of there into a drawer, it's going to have to sit with the tiles, and then I'm going to forget where everything goes. What's up, Ms. Bricks? How are you? Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. I like the favorite part, and why is it your favorite part? I was going to do a thing that's like, what is one of your favorite parts that nobody else likes, or that is generally reviled, and why do you like it? Because I think we get asked a lot, what's your favorite part? And it's kind of like, that's like a what's your favorite song? It's like, well, today it's this. Although I could ask it like that. Today, what is your favorite part? It'll be different tomorrow, I'm sure. What are you up to, Miss Bricks? What are you up to today? Or tonight? I don't know where you're coming in from. Do you get some Aussies and some Irish and some UK people and Walter from Portugal? So have to ask where everybody hails from. All right. We're in the midst of pattern making for the globe. So we're doing the second half of the hemisphere of the equator, I think, right now, for the most part. Sorting, yeah. Forever sorting. Got my shirt. I can't see it. Forever sorting. Where is it? Forever sorting. shirt care of Will Heron Designs. You can visit willherondesigns.com for all your not official Lego shirt needs. He has to make sure that there's no Lego identifiable parts on there or anything like that. Oh, 440 in the UK. Nice. I have friends there that moved from the US not too long ago. One of them moved over there to be in game design. I mean, she was in game design here, but she moved over there. And I'm jealous. I hear the Queen has COVID. That's unsettling. And then somebody on my Facebook feed was like, unless you believe the theory that she's actually not there anymore anyway, and they've just been showing old pictures or something. Harry Potter wands as blasters. Man, wands as blasters and screwdrivers. Screwdrivers are my favorite as blasters. Those are so great. I love little things like that where you can turn a utensil into some sort of spaceship-y greeble. That's my favorite thing to do. Did I miss? This is generally not a part you see extra. Huh. All right. Man, what is she? She's 90? Just had her Diamond Jubilee. She's getting up there. I mean, she is up there. She hasn't gotten up there, nothing. She's up there. But we wish her well. Oops. So I was going to ask everybody if they have tomorrow off. I don't think Miss Bricks has tomorrow off unless they celebrate U.S. President's Day. But I find that around the world there's like an overlap of like, well, we haven't had a holiday in a while, so this month's holiday is this. And every country calls it something different. It's a bank holiday, or it's national holiday for no reason, or it's like the celebration of light, or it's like the river festival. But they always kind of happen around the same time. I think it's fun. Yeah, that's extra and I don't like it. I don't think I missed. The only two places they could go are these middle pieces, so. Oh, that's satisfying. That's very nice. Okay, it says it put it up like that, so. Do that 10 times. 16 times. All right. 95. Yeah. That's old, man. She's an old monarch. Okay. So did anybody else watch the Knights of the Old Republic cinematic that was posted recently? Looks like this could go in a little more. Anybody going to be playing that rebooted, reimagined, remastered series? I think you can play it on PlayStation, so I'm going to look into getting that, because honestly, I don't remember playing it. I know I've played some Star Wars games in my life, but I honestly don't remember playing Knights of the Old Republic. I remember playing Jedi Outcast, and I think that was in that era, but it wasn't Knights of the Old Republic. Like, I don't remember playing against or as Ravan or Malgus or any of those characters. So I am too. I don't think it's a new game. Like, I think if they were like, we're doing a new Knights of the Old Republic game, I think the internet would have exploded. But I think it is a remastered, and they're adding new DLC content to it, which is weird because it's like a 15-year-old game. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I mean, you can still play it. Like, you can still download and play it right now. What is the frequency, yo? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a complete remake. Like Battlefront 2015 was kind of a remake of Battlefront. I think this is just a remaster, so I don't think they're like, I don't know. I don't have any idea. Okay, bag 7, and I'm still worried about this piece. I understand that sometimes you get a Technic piece, a Technic pin as an extra, but a Technic double pin like that I think is too big to be extra. So hold my breath that this is something that, oh cool, now we get to put some countries in and some continents. Bag 7. And again, only one bag. Only one bag, only one bag. They aren't advertising it well. I mean, other than the random cinematics that we're getting. And I don't know if it's going to be canon or not, because it's still Lucasfilm or LucasArts, isn't it? I don't know. All these questions. Ooh, corner tiles in green. Little tubes. I love these little tubes. They're great. To shut this off so I don't look at myself twice. Shut that off. Okay, so doesn't really matter, I don't think, but for fun's sake I'm going to put the pins down. So we're going to start here. Make sure that those are in their proper place. Okay. And here we go. So at some point we'll have done the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. These are the glow-in-the-dark tiles that apparently don't glow in the dark very well. All right, so first bits. Got 1, 3, and 1. 1, 3... and 1. And thus there was land, and it was good. There we go. The 1x1 round tile in green is new in the set. 1x1 round tile in green. Just these guys, that's new. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that there weren't any of those. Are they in the lots of dots boxes at all? Or the dots boxes at all? So put it away. Huh. I just made a thing about how these brackets aren't used in anything. And there it is. All right, so shut my mouth. So we've got that guy. And then we got these two. And these two. That one. And then next panel over is try to build and show what's being built, because otherwise it's just me looking at it. And one. And one. And one. I'm going to switch the music a little bit. I think it's a little too chill right now. Let's try some little EDM. I wish there was chill EDM, but I think that one got locked. We got a lot of the new colors in lug bulk, so I got a little bit of each of those. Not a ton. I didn't get any glow in the dark plates in lug bulk because I'm like, I don't know what I'd use them for. And they're like, even with the bulk pricing, it's like, those are pretty expensive. Oh no, that's not right. So this drives me nuts. I know that there's no reason to have, I mean, you want to keep a shape out here like that, but I'm like, this could have been a 2x4 plate. That could have been a 2x4 plate. This could have been a 1x4 and then two 1x1s. But they've got, I think they just, because they just want to make a bunch of like 2x2 and 1x2 and then just kind of make the shapes out of that. But the why do that part of my brain is angry right now. Or like that could have been a 1x2 corner. Okay, I'm guessing we're doing Africa to start. And that's the, what is that lake by Rwanda? I forget what lake that is. Lake Rwanda. All right, so this is the Indian Ocean. I'll make sure that we did everything there. So skip a plate. Pacific. Indian in the middle. Southern tip of the Indian subcontinent right there. Sri Lanka, right? I'm trying to exercise my geography brain a little bit. Like, is that what that is? Is that what that is? And now we're getting into Malaysia and Indonesia. For a while, I was doing a lot of geography tests, like just naming countries and trying to memorize where all the countries were. Sort of fell out of practice. I need to get back into that. So yeah, we've got Philippines up here, Indonesia, Oceania. So I'm okay with this music. If it becomes too much, let me know. I will try to skip any dubstep that we get, but... Ooh, and then we're skipping 1, 2 panels and doing Pacific Ocean. Right in the middle there. And now we're getting over into South America. Skip 1, 2 panels again. All right, there's a whole lot here. Let's do it. So what set are you guys looking forward to the most this year, or so far? I realize we don't have a whole lot of sets out just yet, but we got some coming out in March. And I think there's been some rumors of stuff coming out over the summer. My answer is yes. I'm looking forward to all of it. I was actually a little surprised to see the Vespa. I had no idea the Vespa was out. So that's cool. I will be getting that. Go with my other cars, because I think it'd be a good fit for the other car stuff. Oh no, there's not going to be any singing here. Nope, sorry kiddo. There we go. Little chip tune. Looking forward to the F1 car next week and the new Sanctum Sanctorum, which I believe may be out in May. I hadn't even seen a picture of the new Sanctum Sanctorum. That is one thing. I don't know why I never got into the Marvel and DC stuff as much. Like, at all. Like, it's not like it's bad. It's all, you know, I mean, not all, but there's some really good sets. I've just been like, I'm Star Wars and ideas sets, and that's kind of it. I think if I also branched out into Marvel or DC or something, I'd probably lose my dang mind and most of my wallet. Okay, so this section, Ring World is done. You can tell, Reverse Ring World is done. You can tell Larry Niven that we did it backwards. And he will be none too happy with us. Has anyone done a Ring World set? Mock? Anyone seen one of those floating around? No pun intended, because they float because they're in space. I'll see myself out. All right. Ooh, we're making a big thing next, a big Technic Cage. This is my favorite thing to build all the time. Looking forward to the Sanctum Sanctorum coming in my city. Cool. That's right, because some, like, you've got a city. I know some people have cities. I may even buy 2 of them as they don't appear to have many pieces. Nice. I got 2 of the Boba Fett throne room because I'm going to try to start buying 2 of everything, and I think that's going to hurt my budget, but I think I'm going to try to set this up for the long run, which is something I should have been doing the whole time, but hindsight is 20/20. Do you like having a city? I feel like a city is a lot of work to keep up and reorganize and stuff. Is it fun? What I think I want to do is I think after I don't have a place really for a city. I could make room in this room for there to be a city. But then I don't know where like storage would be. I guess it would be under the city and around it. But I think instead of having a city, I would have like a moon-based city, like the city of the future kind of thing, or like a colony or something, space colony. I think that'd be fun. Same kind of ideal of there's a grid with streets and buildings and stuff, but instead of like just, brownstone walk-ups, you've got domes and spheres and spires and stuff that are, made out of big transparent pieces, and make it real greebly, like you get real nitty gritty with it. I think that'd be fun. Flip it over. Awesome. Hey, good afternoon, Walter and Mariana's Bricks. How are you? Sure, doing this the right way. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Oh, these are nice. Like, I don't have a whole lot of these. I wish I had more of these. Just these little pin connectors in white. We're fine. Mariana's taking a nap on the couch. Aw, everybody say it with me. Aw. Alright, so this just sets in here for now. I'm sure we're going to build another frame over the top of it. Or we're just going to put a frame over the top of it. And thus, my favorite part of Technic begins. Getting 4 disparate pins to line up. Hate it, hate it, hate it. I'm done sorting. I bought 10 video sets for $1 each at Walmart this week. That's what I heard. A lot of people got those. All right, so this middle axle bit is not actually attached. It's just sitting in there. It's just sitting there pinned in between these two. So technique of the week is just smashing stuff together inside a frame. I think the thing that I like most about some of these builds is looking at the way the building techniques have evolved. They've really ramped up their skill level in the past few years, I feel like. And I think we all benefit from it. Hey, I woke up at 7 in the morning today. Do I get a nap? I was awakened by puppies, which I think is the only way that humans should be allowed to wake up. I think we should completely abolish alarms, and everybody should get a dog. Because as soon as it's light outside, they jump on you and they're like, "Hey, it's another great day. You know what we should do? We should be in the day today. That's a great thing to do. Let's be in the day today. And we can start the day by you feeding me and letting me outside because I love you." And then for you masochists, we'll give you a cat. So they can come sit on your chest and go, "Hey, feed me. Hey, hey." And you're like, get off. Give me another half hour of laying here not doing anything. Go away. Ooh, dark green steering wheel. Haven't seen that before. And then black bracket to go inside there. And a gray bracket to go inside that. And then flip it over and do a gray bracket and a black bracket. Okay. There's no snooze in the cat alarm, especially with my 2 alarms. Yep. Cats are just the worst people. Dogs are good people. Cats are terrible people. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're still cuddly and I like my cat, but he's a terrible person. May have done that wrong. Okay, that side, and then flip it over. Okay. It's like, wait a minute. You gotta be really careful about the flip that they do. I don't think I ever get it right. So it's on everybody's big project list. Like, what do you got going on that you want to get done for a convention or for personal glory or anything like that? Any big projects? Rebuilding part of a city? Getting a mock designed? Anybody submitting anything to Lego Ideas? Anybody in a lug where there's, you guys got a big event coming up or anything? done. There's no snow. Oh, okay. The old comment. Whoops. Whoopsie. Okay. A lot of loosey-goose stuff going on here, and I'm not super thrilled with it, but I'm okay with it for now. I'm trying to clean up my Lego room. Currently working to finish up the video I'm working on. Everybody, if you haven't subscribed to Kodiak's Bricks, please do, and then go check out his video when it's up. So how's the Bubba's Palace, especially getting it really early? So, you know what? Not gonna lie, because I got it early, didn't really impact anything. Like, I was happy that I got it early, but these pieces I hate. They are very useful, but I absolutely hate like getting them lined up and everything, but they work really well pinning stuff together. Yeah, it really didn't matter to me that I had it early. So I'm also not a YouTuber who is reliant on content for a living. So I'm okay with like ordering it from Lego and then waiting kind of thing, or ordering it from Amazon or something. I don't mind also just going to the store to get stuff. So the fact that I got it early was just kind of a happy coincidence. I know it caused some consternation in the community because people were getting it early who weren't, you know, not that they weren't supposed to, but it was kind of a problem for the people who got their stuff from Lego early and then were told to sit on it. So make sure these are flush. All right. My guess is this is probably what fell apart when you spun it up, right, Brad? Like the whole internal thing here. ×2. Yeah, because it seems really cool and clever in terms of design, but you can feel it like if you drop that, all these tiles are going to go first. The plates will stay on the plates, but the tiles will fall off, and then this thing is just going to be like, there's so much give and tension in here, like some of this would snap. Like I wouldn't be surprised if some of these lift arms snapped under pressure if you dropped it. All right, don't know what that's for, but I'm interested. Cool. All right, so some extra bits. These all look like good extra bits. Nothing that looks like we forgot an instruction. I'm happy about the green tiles and the green plates. And I think we got time for one more bag. Let's do one more. Probably have time for two more, but I want to get back to Horizon Forbidden West. Not gonna lie. Actually, what I should do is go clean Beth's car. Been promising her that for a while. I should be a good husband and do what I said I was going to do. All right, it says ×2. So I'm wondering if, I guess we're just doing, this is almost exactly how I built the Capitol dome. I think this is how a lot of people probably build their domes or rounded parts. I think I lost a piece under there. That's not part of this set. Interesting. All right. ×2. So let's build in parity. Get this done fast. So once this set's done and the AT-AT's done, I will probably get back to doing some designing for the Q2 stadium, because I want to make sure to get that done. I've got parts coming in for that project, so I want to make sure to get it done. And the supporter group has been really great about offering to be helpful in like buying parts for it. So I want to make sure that I put up a good showing in doing the work required to get it done. That also means I might try to get the small one done first, just so we've got something that we can kind of buy parts for, and if people want one, they can get a copy. And I'll probably end up doing instructions for that, which makes me feel a little weird about using the base instructions for Old Trafford to begin with, but I think I can probably get away with putting that up on Rebrickable even, or just offering it to the people in the group and be like, all right, here's the instructions, here's where you go buy all the parts, have fun, you know. And then maybe work with the group to get like some custom minifigures of all the players, or at least some of the players. I think that'll be fun. That's something I'm actually surprised, like, because I know players get traded, but that's something I'm surprised Lego didn't do with the stadiums they got, is get some of the players, veteran players, retired number players, stuff like that. Maybe. So that's interesting to me. I think it's also interesting that like it combines such a weird two genres of people. Here's your new style plate. Wedge plate. The lug bulk I think has this. I think we got some of these. Actually, I don't think this got voted highly enough. So I don't think we're getting any of these in dark gray or light gray or something. I'll have to check the list. And if we didn't, I'm going to be upset because I really wanted one of these, or a bunch of these. I think the stadiums capture like a unique cross between, lack of a better word, nerd and non-nerd. So like football hooligans, fans of football and soccer, and how far does this go? Okay, so the back goes there. And then people who are probably more, I'm going to say a little nerdier, or have nerdy streaks, who would be collecting Lego. Also, I saw a lot of comments when the new, did you see, Walter, that Real Madrid stadium is coming out next? It's a neighboring country, I don't know. Don't know if that's important to you or not. But is that the right place? Okay. I was going somewhere with this. Oh, I saw the comment there like, well, how come there aren't any American football stadiums like Candlestick Park or Three Rivers Stadium or something like that? I'm like, because Lego is a global company and soccer is a global sport and football is not. Football is only played in America. So as soon as it's like as big as... You guys don't realize how big soccer is. As soon as it's as big as that, then we'll talk. Costume players should be fun, yeah. Also, I mean, somebody must be liking and buying these sets. Because I feel like it's such a niche thing to do. I mean, they must be doing well if they've got... Unless they just had planned to do 3 or 4 or 5 and release them kind of staggered. Then maybe it's just a matter of they've just got to get through what they've already planned to do. Whether these are like selling very well or not, I don't know. Yeah, they've made 3. But I mean, you know, they only made 1 Colosseum. They didn't also make like the Parthenon or the Temple of Athena, or, you know, that size of the Great Walls of the Pyramids of Egypt. They did like a little Great Wall of China kind of thing, and like if you bought a bunch, you could kind of make a, you know, but is a big niche. Yeah, well, no, I know. I mean, the stadiums seat hundreds of thousands of people, or 100,000 people, between 70 and 100,000 people. And then you've got all the supporters, and then the cities that are around it, and that kind of thing. I mean, I had no idea when I started talking to the people in the AFC supporter group how fervent they were. And it's really interesting to come from a group in which, just the Lego group, where we say we want to do this thing, and then everybody goes, that's a great idea, and then realize we have no money for it. You know, we got to order these parts, but we got to do it as free and as cheap as possible. Whereas in talking to the soccer group, they're like, oh, it's going to be this much to get all the parts? That's not bad. We've thrown money at dumber things. It's like, wow. It's just, you know, small Lego groups generally don't have something where they sell jerseys for $100 a pop or something. And it usually goes towards a good cause or something, but in this case, it'll go towards funding a project. Just kind of weird. Like I'm a little taken aback at the whole thing. This is very cool. The way they've staggered the studs so you can put the plate on. That's very cool. I really bought this. Yeah, I really bought this. I really wanted it. I think it's cool. It's going to look really nice up on the shelf with my ship in a bottle. I think we need more stuff that sits in stands like this. And you can have a nice den full of things like this. I think that'd be great. And I'm having fun building it. This reminds me a lot of how I did the Capitol, so it's nice to see it on like a smaller scale and it work really well. So, pretty happy with that. In fact, I probably could have learned a thing or two by doing it with these instead of doing it with lock hinges, which just added to the part count, because you got to put the lock hinge on there and then secure the lock hinge on either side of the plate. Whereas if you just had this angle, I think the problem was the angle was too severe. I needed to be a little less than it was, but still, looks good. All right, just set these aside, I guess. There you go. Again, times a 2. How's your Sunday going, Doc? You need a donut? Need me a donut. You give me, I give you the money, you give me the donut. End of transaction. We do not need to bring ink and paper into this. It's not like I'm going to have some skeptical friend where I need to prove that I got the donut. Hey man, I'll keep that receipt under D for donut. Cool. You enjoying that? So after you've built the Earth, are you going to mock it out to a different planet or other object? I might. I think it'd be fun to figure out how to, given it has a rotation on a stand, how to do... It's nice to figure out how they do the internals. And then either you can mock it out or just redesign it in Studio or something to be all other planets, right? But to get one with a ring on it, that would be pretty cool. Figure out the dynamics of that. I don't think it can be done, but people have figured out worse for less. Turn it into a little Death Star. Change up the stand to be all like Imperial looking, and then put a little cartoony bit of Death Star stuff on there. Build a Death Star on it, yeah. How many years has Good Morning Brick World been going on? That's a high number if they do it every week. And honestly, I don't think I've watched one. I need to go watch one. I'm a bad YouTube fan, follower, person. I try, man. I try to get to everybody's stream at least once a while. As I think we all do. I'm watching people jump in and out of our lug bulk spreadsheet. You ordering today, buddy? You putting your stuff in today? Good for you. I know. I mean, like, when I started doing YouTube stuff, it was like... There's a group of people that I started watching that I don't watch anymore. But they were the group that I started watching. And I found a bunch of other people to watch. And now I don't, you know, it's like I feel like I'm fading out of those people too. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's just a taste, a finickiness to like, I don't know. I'll make it up to you. Everybody go watch the latest Good Morning Brick World. You can even leave this stream to go do it. I'm cool with that. If you haven't left already. As soon as this bag's done, I'm gonna go play video games. Nope. Gonna go clean the car. I already said that. Video game will be there. Tiny hands, tiny hands. I'll grab you with my tiny hands. All right, fair enough. Yeah. Everybody go back and watch the last 6 episodes. I will endeavor to tune in from now on, as often as it comes up. Comes up on my feed. I'll even set an alarm. Oh, smash that bell. As the kids say. No kids have said that. All right, so this one is going to be Africa. It's going to be part of Africa. So let's do, we're going to do that. Okay. Wash car, then video games. Wash car, then if that doesn't take 2 hours, play video games. If it takes 2 hours, then I'm going to go paint a large sign for the soccer team. And then after that, I'm going to go to our local pub and buy a beer to support a friend's. A friend of ours is a Special Olympics team coach. And they got a fundraiser to send them on a trip to compete. So our favorite tap room is hosting is allowing them to host a fundraiser. So we're gonna go get a beer, then come home and then do dinner and then video game. And I don't work tomorrow, so video game all day tomorrow. Brad and I are going to have a race to see who finishes the game first. I think I've got a jump start. What's up, Mayo? Thanks for being here, man. Good to see you. How's your Sunday? What are you building? What are you working on? I think we are on the same time as yours. Oh, well, that would explain it. If it's the exact same time frame, that's probably why I've never seen it. I don't feel so bad now, but maybe I could take a break one time and watch. Just sit back and sort while you guys are on. Okay, the yellow needs to go over here. So this is part of Blessing the Rains down in Africa. This is something I didn't do with the capital, was attach it to the top. So all the leaves folded in, and they're just kind of, because I couldn't figure out how to get a ring. At one point I had a rigid tube held, and then I did have some hooks. But I didn't do it like this. I had like just regular 1x1 plates with clips on them, and they were constantly popping off. So I had to like reinforce that, and that was more weight and more parts, and it was just frustrating. Uh-oh, did I do that right? Yes, okay. So I need one of these now. You will finish first. I have a busy week this week. Oh, okay. I have a busy weekend coming up, so I'm going to try to play a little bit more during the week, but maybe. We'll see. I also kind of linger a lot on side quests and errands and things. I don't, there's also, did you play any of the game, the Machine Strike yet? I played enough to like learn how to play it, but I have a feeling it's like Gwent from Witcher, to where you can complete the game without it, but it's better, like you get gear or something. I'm not even sure if you get anything but more pieces when you play people. So I'm kind of like, ugh, please don't make this about, because I don't want to have to learn another game while I'm playing the game, you know? But I have a friend who was like, this is, oh, and another color. They got you dark tan there. You run into it in Chain Scrape in the bar or in the restaurant. When you go talk to Petra, there's a lady there that teaches you Machine Strike. And it's chess, basically. It's like chess / Stratego kind of thing where you have a piece. And each piece is a different machine from the game. And they have different moves and different abilities. And you're basically just trying to get victory points. So you don't have to wipe everybody's piece off the table. You just have to get to 10 or 7 victory points or something before they do. So it's okay. It's just, I'm like, oh, I don't want to, I really hope this game doesn't mean I have to, or means I have to play it to get anywhere. All right, so there's the gap between the segments. I know that was a complaint by everybody, but I think given the fact that you're trying to make a sphere and not make it a solid sphere, like just built in concentric rings going all the way up and makes it really heavy, I think this is a good compromise. I think this is pretty good. I would have done it like that. All right, 2 panels left. This is a big panel. This week you have 6 big catering orders, so not much time for video games. Cool. Lego trees. I'm a tree hugger. I think that's a big draw for lug bulk too. When people order parts, there's always, when we're sorting it, when the parts actually come in and I'm sorting it, a lot of people get plants. I think it's because more people do cities and modular things and real world kind of things where they need landscaping. So I think trees are big ticket items, or big orders. All right, is that all done? Looks like it. And I like that it's kind of adjustable up here so you can space it out a little bit and it's not real rigid. That's cool. All right, last one, and then we will wrap up. I didn't know they had prints for the label. Yeah, these are not stickers. They are printed on those, and those tiles are they are glow in the dark tiles. You can kind of tell they have that kind of soft white kind of look to them. I'd turn off all the lights and show you, but I'm in a room with 2 windows. There's no way I can shut it out. But yeah, these are glow in the dark tiles. In fact, our lug bulk, and I think so, like maybe Lego Bricks and Pieces as well, has some new available glow in the dark parts, which I've heard don't glow real well. Like either they don't glow real well or they're just not exposed to enough light. Which I think is funny because we spend all our time trying to make sure that our Lego isn't in direct light, and then Lego makes a thing that you have to kind of put it in light. All right, so, oh no, there's that one. So we got the equator, and I was gonna say, maybe I have time for one more bag. Nah, this is good. I'll stop here. So I think one more session, we might be able to get this all done. We'll have to see how it goes, because these aren't that hard to put together. But yeah, we got the equator and the internal workings and most of the Europe slash... I don't recognize any of this as Europe, though. That's, I think, what people were complaining about, too, is like, none of this really looks like Europe. I think this is supposed to be Italy? I don't know. Mediterranean Sea right there. Black Sea. Don't know. Thanks, Kodiak, for being here. And Mayo, and Brad, and Doc, and Walter and Mariana, and Miss Brick from earlier. She's probably not on here now, but I appreciate you stopping by. And I think that's it. So you guys have a wonderful Sunday. And if you have tomorrow off, have a wonderful President's Day for those of you in the States. Yeah, I'm going to wrap up now, Mayo. So thanks for being here. I'll try to be on Tuesday again, Tuesday night at 8 over on Twitch. We'll work on the AT-AT some more. And then I will be back Thursday to do this. So I will see you all then, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.